Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm DEATHMATCH, and in today's episode I'm going to be teaching you how to become a beast at Team Deathmatch on Battlefield 3 and stomp out all other competition. Alright, now step one to that is understanding the game type. You know, in Team Deathmatch there is no respawn delay. When you die you see your killer, and after that you can spawn in immediately. And there's also no squad spawn either. You just spawn in a random location and that's it. But you know, that random location really isn't that random. The spawns tend to get kind of trapped and the team will spawn in the same relative area for a long time. So you can either use that to your advantage and basically spawn trap the enemy team, or it can be used to your demise and you can just get absolutely annihilated. So just keep that in mind. Alright, now let's talk about the classes. I would definitely not suggest using Engineer because, well, simply put, there are no vehicles on Team Deathmatch. I'd also not suggest using Recon because, you know, the spawns are relatively random, even though they do get stuck a little bit. So a spawn beacon really isn't going to do that much because, you know, the spawns will switch eventually. I would really only suggest using the Assault class for the health packs and the defibrillators, which get you a lot of points, or using the Support class to get extra ammo and get points that way. But, you know, honestly, it really does just depend on your personal preference and your play styles to whichever class you're going to use. Now in terms of Team Deathmatch, you know, because the spawns are a little random, you need to be very careful of the choke points and the hot spots on the map, because since there are no objectives, guys are just going to be chilling there. You definitely want to keep an eye out for doorways, rooftops, stairwells, windows, anything like that, head glitch spots, because you know, more likely than not there's going to be guys there, so keep an eye for that. And you always want to try to flank around Team Deathmatch. You don't want to run through the middle of the map because that's where everyone's going to be looking, so try to flank around and catch guys either from the side or from behind. I mean, you know, in Battlefield usually when you find one guy, there are other guys very close to him, so if you're able to flank properly, it's an easy way to get 2, 3, 4 kills before the enemy even has any idea what's going on. But with that said, you know, you don't want to stay around your team because, you know, number one, the same thing could happen to you and you guys could get multi-killed. But, you know, even more importantly, the enemy is not going to be spawning where your team is. So if you're farther away from your team, you have a better chance of being near the enemy spawn points and being able to get all those kills for yourself. Now if you do make it into the enemy spawn, the spawns are really crazy. Definitely check all the corners, always check your back and your sides. There's so many times when I'll run up, I'll kill a guy and they'll just get shot in the back immediately, and that's really frustrating. So just make sure you're always checking around yourself when you're near the enemy spawn. With that said, you know, you do need to play aggressively, but you also need to play patiently, and you know, that ties into, you know, picking your battles. If you're playing with a shotgun, you're not going to try to charge a guy from long range. That's just common sense, but you know, some guys do it. So play aggressively, rush into their spawn, try to get those quick kills, but you know, use cover to your advantage. There's nothing wrong with ducking out for a second or two and you know, being able to outsmart an enemy because they don't know where you went. Now most importantly, guys, you want to play to win. Don't just sit back in your spawn and try to snipe guys off. You know, if you're going to be recon, at least be spotting guys, but try to rush. It's Team Deathmatch. It's fun. There's no objective other than getting kills. So, you know, go for it, guys. Go get those kills. And just remember that, you know, video games are for fun. Don't take the game too seriously. Alright, guys. Well, hopefully these tips and tricks will help you guys become a beast at stomping out the enemy team on Team Deathmatch. This has been your boy DEATHMATCH. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you loved it, why don't you favorite the video? If you want to see more videos from me in the future, go ahead and subscribe. Alright, guys. Have a great day. Peace.